Joe. And he's Adam. And together we're the Maladjusted Misfits. And this is the one where we talk about friends.
I got Krog's gun up. No, wait.
What?
That's a cram.
How many things have you swallowed?
Mind your business.
I think that is my business. Welcome, Misfits, and hello to any new Friends fans that have stumbled across our podcast.
Every week we rewatch the next episode in sequential order because that makes the most amount of sense.
And we break it down.
And look up trivia.
And give our own maladjusted take on the whole "It's Porsche" episode.
And we try to make each other laugh.
And fingers crossed, one of you too. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Doing well, doing well. What's going on so far this week?
Oh, yard work and stuff.
Yeah, it was nice out. It got cold and then it got nice again.
Yeah.
Just in time to give us sniffles because, flipping back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like 20 one day.
Yeah, I know. I put all my winter stuff away. And I stopped wearing tights. And my legs froze. Anyway, what's the episode we're doing this week?
The one with Joey's Porsche.
Porsche. Give us the IMDb plot.
Ross and Rachel try to get an annulment. Joey finds keys to a Porsche in Central Perk. And Phoebe, Monica, and Chandler babysit the triplets.
Our episode director is, guess who?
Gary
Halverson.
Yeah.
So he's back, and you'll learn more than you ever thought you wanted to know about Gary by the time this series is over. Another tidbit that just adds to this director's eclectic mix is he directed 19 episodes from 1985 to 1986 of the show Solid Gold.
Solid Gold? Whoa.
So for those of you who are too young or not in the U.S., Solid Gold was a musical show where famous singers would perform and people would dance. I mean, really, that's just the gist of it.
Yeah.
They were called the Solid Gold Dancers, and their costumes were amazing.
Yes.
You should look it up. Since this is a podcast, I cannot create the visual of the bulging men in leotards.
Yeah. And you want to hear something funny?
What?
We used to watch that at Granny's house.
Really?
Yeah.
Granny would watch Solid Gold?
Solid Gold.
That's crazy.
And then there was some lip sync show on after that.
That's so funny. I don't picture Granny watching Solid Gold. All right. Our episode writer is the duo Perry Rain and Gigi McCreary.
Ooh.
We had them previously in season 5, and we have them for a few more episodes in season 6, but then sadly no more.
Aw.
They began their collaboration in the early 1990s after meeting in Los Angeles, where Rain worked as, get this, Al Pacino's driver.
Hooah.
And McCreary as Harrison Ford's nanny.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
These unconventional early jobs became a key part of their successful Hollywood pitch when they did stories. I listened to a segment of a podcast that Perry was on,
Okay.
where he tells the story of getting fired on his birthday
Oh.
as a production assistant, and he and Gigi got an agent right after that picked him up, and they became the writing producing team for Friends and Wizards of Waverly Place that starred Selena Gomez.
Oh,
So
okay.
I thought that was kind of a cute story.
Yeah, cute.
When was our original air date?
The original air date was October 21st, 1999.
We're getting so close to 2000.
Right. So, new to the top 10 that weekend was Three to Tango. A rich businessman, Dylan McDermott, assumes that his new colleague, Matthew Perry, is gay and leads him to ask the man to keep an eye on his mistress, Nev Campbell. However, the man is not gay and he begins to fall for the woman himself. How was Nev not on Friends ever?
I don't know. Yeah, you'd think that was like...
With this and all those Scream movies, you think she would have been on.
That's twice now that people had thought that Matthew Perry's character was gay.
Yeah. I wonder how he got that job. Then we have Bringing Out the Dead. Haunted by the patients he failed to save, Nick Cage plays a monumentally burned out Manhattan ambulance paramedic as he fights to maintain his sanity over 3 increasingly turbulent nights. And this is a Martin Scorsese film, so it's pretty fun. It's got Patricia Arquette, Ving Rhames, and John Goodman.
It's a good movie, but it's one of those where I've only seen it one time because it's really intense.
It's very intense.
Yeah.
My favorite part is when he comes in the one day, and he's late, and he walks in real slow, and the guy's like, "Oh, there you are." He's like, "You said you'd fire me. You said if I was late one more time, you'd fire me." He's like, "I can't fire you today, pal." He's like, "Come on!"
That is a funny part.
The number 1 spot, The Best Man. Just before his best friend's wedding, a life of a Chicago writer becomes crazy when his best friend guesses that his new book story is based on his bride's fervent past. Starring Taye Diggs, Harold Perrineau, Nina Long, and more. It led to a sequel and even a limited series in 2022.
I never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of it. I mean, I've
know.
just never...
We never watched it.
I like Taye Diggs, though. He's fun.
Yeah, he's good. And we love...
Yeah, Harold, he was Mercutio in that crazy Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. Are you ready for some trivia?
I am ready.
All right. In the one with all the resolutions... Ross stated that his New Year's resolution was to have just the one divorce in 1999. However, in this episode, Ross and Rachel filed for divorce, meaning he broke his resolution.
Oh.
2 divorces in 99.
Oh.
Despite the mispronunciation in the one with all the Thanksgiving, because Monica asked for the keys to Jack's Porsche,
Yeah.
Joey is right. The pronunciation is Porsche. And many people think the E is silent.
Oh, do shut up, Porsche. I think it's like karate. It's like
Really?
either way is fine at this point. Who cares?
This is the only one where I've heard people say, it's Porsche. I've always heard Porsche.
I think it's beyond saving at this point.
Yeah, and
If somebody really cares, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't. In the previous episode, the one with Joey loses his insurance, Rachel runs into Ross's lecture mad about him not getting the divorce. The next and last scene is Phoebe, Monica, and Joey, and Chandler, who find out Joey got his insurance back. The first scene of this episode, though, is Ross and Rachel storming into Monica's, arguing about the divorce, wearing the same clothes they wore at the end of the previous episode. Yet Monica, Phoebe, Chandler, and Joey all have changed into different clothing.
Oh.
So you were right. They skipped ahead a few weeks for his full recovery to bang him on the head.
Right. That happens later.
Right. But they feel
But we don't know when.
Right.
Or they had to change out their bloody garbs.
Oh, that's true, because they messed him up so bad. Yeah. I never thought of that. A controversy alert.
Uh-oh. Hold on to your buttocks. This is a controversy alert.
When Chandler comes back from the hospital after getting the toy gun stuck in his throat, he says Krog will be fully equipped to destroy the universe again in 12 to 14 hours. However, don't you think the hospital would have more than likely done an endoscopy and pulled it out of his throat through his mouth, not pushed it down his throat further to have him poop it out later?
I don't know enough about endoscopy to give an answer on that.
I just wondered if by the time he gets to the hospital, it had worked its way down, and they were like, it's probably just going to work.
It's going to work its way out, man.
And x-rayed, and like, it looks fine.
If it gets caught anywhere, let us know.
It's going to hurt coming out, though. That gun looks pretty pointy. This is the last time Denise is mentioned in the entire series. Although she could be that third bridesmaid at Phoebe's wedding. We'll never know.
Unlikely.
Well, I skipped ahead to season 10, but yeah, the bridesmaid is not credited. So yeah, we'll never know.
We'll never know.
No.
I'll probably change my mind by then and be like, it's definitely Denise.
It's Denise! Denise! So what are your episode reactions?
Okay, well, this week, R&R get frustrated by their own lack of communication. Joey gets entangled in one of the writer's obsessions with Porsches. I'm not sure which writer, but we will see them back again. And then a low point, babies. Gosh, I hate babies.
You don't hate babies. Stop saying that. I think
It's fun to say.
I know.
I hate babies. Who says that? Nobody.
It's like saying I hate puppies, right?
Yeah. Only it makes more sense.
I think you forget how funny this episode is because the title is Joey's Porsche.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, shrug. But then it has some really funny parts and lines. And Chandler swallowing the toy and the baby's holding his little hand. Fun times.
Fun times.
Yeah. Are you ready to do some favorites?
I am ready for some. Joe, what's your favorite line?
N-Y. No. So many good ones this week. I wrote down so many, but I have to go with Chandler. Let me ask you this. At what point did you think this was a successful marriage?
I do love that line a lot. It's pretty
love
funny.
it because then Rachel turns and looks at Ross like, well, come on, tell me. What about you?
And I'm going to go with Joey's taunt of, hi, how are the Gellers?
You do like that part.
They're both so angry.
Any other time wouldn't have pissed him off, but
Right.
that moment is perfect. Favorite moment. I like when Joey asks Mon about the bucket and soap, and she has all the car washing equipment.
Yeah.
And it's because there was a really dirty car outside the apartment building.
And
6 others.
there you are.
I like that part.
And I'm going with Joey's fake Porsche. When it's fake, it's just Porsche.
Oh, okay. It's not Porsche.
No, when it's just boxes.
I wondered what he was doing. Like, he keeps acting like, don't touch the Porsche, you know?
Right.
But how did he get the boxes there without anybody noticing?
Right. Exactly.
All right, favorite outfit. I like Monica's little, like, I can't tell if it's a hot pink or a red sweater. And then she has these light blue pants. And she has cute socks that look really cozy. It's cute.
Cozy.
Cozy.
And per usual, I'm going with Joey's vomit Porsche outfit. He does look like a crazy person.
Does. All right. Themes we explored in this episode. Theme 1, getting a divorce because of the funny forms. You know, never having been divorced, I would still know that in order for it to be annulled or anything, that I would have to at least sign something
Yeah.
and appear before a judge. I mean, it's as much Rachel's fault as Ross's. And then who in their right mind would falsify court documents?
Right.
I mean, seriously. So again, as much Rachel's fault as it is Ross's.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Ross. You don't want to in court documents that you're an intravenous drug user.
Right. I mean, if they do
I feel like that could be used against you somehow.
background check on him sometime.
Right. Theme 2, finding the keys to a Porsche. I mean, come on, Joe. I would have just handed those keys to Gunther and that would have been the end of it. Maybe one test drive first.
Yeah, maybe. But you wouldn't have been like, I need to go 130 in this car.
Yeah, I would have rossed around the block real slow.
Theme 3, taking care of triplets. I babysat twins once. It was okay. But I get Phoebe. I mean, they're babies, and when we adopted our 2, they were 2 walking, talking toddlers. So it was like, what do you do when you have to pee? What do you do with them? You know, like 1 minute they're there, the next minute they're not. And these are like babies.
Babies,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
You got to put them all in the bathtub.
3, right. You put them in the bathtub while you go pee. That's basically what you do.
And theme 4, swallowing sonic death blasters. Joe, ever swallow anything you shouldn't have? Or gone to the emergency room for something stupid?
I'm sure I probably swallowed something I shouldn't have, but nothing that I had to go to the emergency room for. Not like the time I jammed my wedding ring on my middle finger and had to go get it cut off. You?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to go through the whole list.
All right, we're going to take a quick break before we break down the episode.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Porsche. Anything I can assist you with?
Hi. Yeah, Joey Tribbiani.
Any specific model you're interested in today?
Oh, this one here is nice.
That's a 911 Carrera.
And how much is this bad boy?
This one is $123,000.
Oh. That's so much more than I thought it was going to be.
We do have something starting at $76,000.
Oh, yeah. Still no. How long can I test drive this one for? Like 2-3 hours?
I don't think so.
I can wash it for you while I have it out.
You don't seem very interested in purchasing one.
That obvious, huh?
A little bit.
Hey, what's that? Ooh, you have clothes?
Yes, we do have a small gift shop.
Wow, nice jacket. It's not like $1,000, right?
I believe the jackets are $150, sir.
Well, it's better than $123,000.
If you say so.
Ooh, fanny packs and t-shirts. This stuff's great.
Yes, my commission will be fantastic.
Great.
All right, we're back.
We are back.
We're back, and we're at Monica and Rachel's. The gang are there, except for Rachel and Ross, who are both come storming in. Rachel's still going off about Ross's secret marriage.
I like to imagine that Rachel yelled at him all the way home.
Yeah.
Walking across campus, in the subway, in Central Perk as they got coffee before they came up to the apartment.
The whole time she's just berating him.
Yeah.
Rachel enters shouting, "I cannot believe that you didn't tell me that we are still married." Ross follows after and he says, "Look, I was gonna tell you." And he looks like annoyed.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you lied. You get called out on it, okay?
Right. But I'm saying it's been 3 hours. He's been getting chewed out.
True. Rachel snarks, "When? After the birth of our first secret child?" Well,
Emma?
yeah. She then turns to the living room friends and tells them, "Ross didn't get the annulment. We are still married."
That is brand new information.
Chandler says, "What?" Monica goes, "Are you kidding?" And Phoebe, overdoing it, goes, "Oh my God."
Oh.
Monica shouts her brother's name, and Ross points out, "Okay, maybe it wasn't the best decision.
No.
But I just couldn't face another failed marriage." Chandler says what we're all thinking. "Okay, let me just jump in and ask, at what point did you think this was a successful marriage?"
When did you think this was working?
Because the bride didn't know. Rachel turns to Ross with a look that says, "Yeah, right? Come on."
It would have been funny if they would have let it go for like a year.
Oh, God. That would have been hilarious.
Season 7, she finds out.
They start dating again. He goes, "Ooh, I won't have to get married because I'm already married." Ross begs, "Rach, come on. If you think about it, it's actually kind of funny." And he laughs alone. Okay, maybe it's not best to think about it. Phoebe indignantly says, "Okay, this is unexcusable. I am shocked to my very core." Ross points out, "Phoebe, I told her you already knew." The rest of the friends turn and look at her shocked.
I think it's funny that Phoebe kept his secret for however long.
Right.
And he immediately flipped on her and ratted her out.
Ratted her out, yeah. Phoebe, compounding on the lies, says, "Another lie. You have a sickness."
He is sick.
And Chandler asks, "Ross, just for my own peace of mind, you're not married to any more of us, are you?" Which is a funny line, too.
Yeah. And on the DVD, the scene continues with some cut lines. Ross tries to explain, "Look, Rach, I was going to tell you, I just wanted to do it in my own way."
Rachel replies, "Yes, silently, with no words."
And then Joey crosses to Ross with a, hey. Look, in Ross's defense, okay? But he can't think of anything. So he just stands there for like 2-3 seconds. And then he gets something out of the fridge.
He just shrugs at Ross like,
Yeah.
"I tried, but I can't think of anything."
I was trying to help you out, but I got nothing.
Q, I'll be there for you.
So then we head down to Central Perk. Chandler's on the sofa. Phoebe's in the back on the payphone. And Joey and Monica are at the counter getting some Java goodness. Joey finds some keys on the counter and goes, "Oh, hey, somebody left their keys." After inspecting the keys, Joey goes, "Ooh, it's a Porsche. Hey, Gunther, these yours?" And Gunther, just kind of in a grumbly, grouchy mood, goes, "Yeah, that's what I drive. I make $4 an hour. I saved up for 350 years.
Gunther's dishing out the sass.
It's getting a visit from Aunt Flo.
Oh.
Joey considers this for a moment before disbelieving the sarcasm. Nuh-uh. Then he holds him up for the people around the perk. He's like, "Hey, did anybody lose their keys?" To everybody in there, and no. And Monica suggests, Joey, why don't you put them in the lost and found? It's quieter. And this is news to Joey. It's like, there's a lost and found. And then Gunther pulls out a box and sets it upon the counter there. And in a tone of surprise, Joey declares, my shoe! Chandler questions, you left a shoe here? Joey shares the tale of the shoe. Well, I didn't realize it till I got home. I wasn't going to walk all the way down here with one shoe on. And Chandler is nodding along in pained agreement, like, yeah, that makes total sense, I guess. Now, this is totally like when the girl kid has her shoes on the wrong feet and then waits to mention it halfway through a trip through Target.
Her shirt inside out, her shoes on the wrong feet.
Joey abandons his shoes. I think he probably just threw the other one away. So he's like, I don't need this anymore.
Are you sure? I think he has it somewhere.
Well, he put it on the counter. Monica puts it back in the box.
Oh,
so.
okay.
But now he's on key duty. You know what? I'm going to find that guy's car and leave a note on the windshield. Why does he care so much about this? I guess he needs something to do.
Yep.
This was before online video games, cell phones.
Right.
Chandler quips, oh good, when he comes back for his keys, I'll be sure to give him your shoe. And Joey lets another zinger fly by with a, great, thanks.
This is also the girl kid.
Yeah. Jay Tribbs leaves the perk as Phoebe comes back from the phones, pleased to see Mondler there. Oh, good, you guys are here. Listen, how would you like to spend tomorrow taking care of 3 incredibly cute little puppies? And Monica, OMGs, what a fun day. That sounds great. Chandler, who's apparently not yet afraid of dogs, tentatively agrees. Yeah, all right. I would have asked for more clarification on the breed, but that's irrelevant since Phoebe states, well, okay, I'll bring them by tomorrow morning. And okay, and by the way, they're not actually puppies. They're Frank and Alice's triplets. Okay, see you then. And she tries to scurry out after dropping that grenade, but Chandler whoas her and adds on a what. And Phoebe bags. Please. Oh, please, Frank and Alice asked me to babysit the triplets, and I'm so nervous because I've never done that before by myself out on the outside of my body.
Why wouldn't she watch the babies at Frank and Alice's house? Why would they bring them to her house?
Well, they probably wanted some, alone time. You know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, alone time.
But Monica's still in. Don't worry about it, Phoebes. We'll absolutely do it. And Chandler tries to opt out. Yeah, I'm going to pass. I was kind of iffy when it was puppies. Monica pleads, oh, come on, Chandler. It'll give us great practice for when... And then she changes her pitch mid-sentence after considering her audience for when people with babies come to visit. And even Chandler's like, she didn't cover that very well.
No. Then we have a cut scene where we hear a car alarm go off. And Joey runs by the perk window saying, wrong car! And then there's a commercial.
Yeah.
And Joey's walking between 2 parked cars and decides to go for the one in front. There's a lot of Porsches apparently parked around Central Perk.
Right.
So to make sure it's the right car, because this was before they had the buttons that you could beep it, he slowly puts the key he has for the car in the car door, and fortunately it opens, and he goes, oh.
Yeah. And then back to the OG script. Joey is starting to write a note, and some rando walks by saying, nice car. And Joey overshares with the stranger. Yeah, it's not mine. I'm just, oh, okay. And then he kind of goes back to writing the note. Next, a lady rando goes, oh, I love your car. And Joey starts again to deny ownership until he sees her and is like, yeah, it's mine. Rando lady goes, I bet I'm fast. I bet it's fast.
Oh.
And Joey agrees. Me too. And comfortable. Do you like leather seats?
No.
And she is like, as long as I don't have to be present for the tanning of the hide, I guess. Yeah. Joey chuckles, and then he bends as he uses his chuckling to bend over and look in before confidently committing to, yeah, it's got him.
I know, it's so funny. Monica and Phoebe and Rachel are having tea and cookies.
Tea and cookies.
Yeah, that's a good time. Rachel's monologuing. So I still have boxes here. I still have boxes at Ross's. And I have nowhere to live. Wow. I could so easily freak out right now. And Phoebe questions, what about me? Because this is where she starts to feel sorry for Rachel and says, I just found out that Denise is leaving town for a while. I won't have a roommate. Rachel pauses and says, well, maybe I could be your roommate, Phoebes. Phoebes agrees.
Ooh.
Maybe you could be my roommate. Rachel excitedly, well, there's an idea.
Yeah.
Phoebe agrees, yeah. So Rachel says, that would be great. Wait, how long has Denise gone for? Phoebe goes, she said she'd be back December 26th. Rachel laughs, December 26th. Maybe she's Santa Claus. Phoebe laughs, but then stops to think about it.
Yeah, she's like, wait a minute. Have I ever seen Santa Claus and Denise in the same place?
Right, she's calculating.
So hang on. I have another thing. This episode came out in late October.
Right.
So Rachel would move all of her stuff in for 2 months and then move out between Xmas and New Year.
Yeah, and still not have a place. What? I mean, it would give her... So here's the thing. Monica said she didn't have to move out by any specific time.
Right.
So why doesn't she just stay and look for another apartment?
Right.
It's so weird.
More fun this way.
I get it. And
Yeah.
Phoebe and Rachel are fun roommates, but yeah. So Ross enters. Rachel deadpans. Oh, look who it is. My husband. The apple of my eye.
She's so salty.
Ross ignores the comment and says, okay, I got us a court date for tomorrow at 2. I picked up all the forms. I'll take care of everything.
Okay, hang on again.
Yeah.
So we're in New York City.
Right.
And he got a court date for the next day.
Yeah.
That seems unlikely.
Yeah. Very, very unlikely. But Rachel lays on the sarcasm. Well, sure, if you say you're going to take care of everything, I have no reason to doubt you. Give me those forms.
Oh.
Snatches them from him and, all right, now I'm going to do this my way and I don't want to hear a peep out of you. Ross stands up. Okay, Rach, but she admonishes Ross. You're peeping.
Yes.
Ross grunts something and hands her a pen while he's trying to hand her.
You think he would have just hung out to kind of oversee what she chose to do.
It's because of what he says later that
Right.
he has to leave.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Rach starts to think about this predicament. Ross, you know what? Why did you do this? Ross whines, look, I told you. And Rachel shouts, I don't want to hear 3 failed marriages. Ross, still whining, goes, look, if you'd had 2 failed marriages, you'd understand. And Rachel points out, well, you know what? Thanks to you, I'm halfway there.
Boom! That's a great comeback.
She goes, ugh, I'm so mad, Ross. I don't think I've ever been this angry. And Ross, for some reason, thinks this is a good time to bring up, what about the time I said we were on a break? Rachel goes, ugh, and glares at him. I absolutely love the face she makes.
Yeah.
You have to make a meme of that face. It's like,
Okay. Yeah.
I've made that face.
Yeah, I think that's when she decided to put intravenous drug user on the forums.
Yes.
Ross is quite the sweet talker. Way to go, Dr. Professor Geller. Then we jump to tomorrow at Monica and Rachel's. Chandler, Monica, and Phoebe are babysitting the triplets. They each have a baby, but I don't see a stroller. How did Phoebe get them there?
Shh, just concentrate on the scene.
Okay, we've given up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, no more hang-ons.
No more logics.
It's just gonna hurt us this episode.
Right?
Monica asks, Phoebes, how's it going? And Phoebes is amped up. I'm doing okay. I think it's going really well. Do you think they're having fun? Am I talking too fast? And Monica responds, nope, you sound like me.
Incredible.
Phoebes, it's going great. Look at Chandler with little baby girl Chandler. And Chandler Funny's little baby girl Chandler. Where have I heard that before? Oh, right. Coach Rubin. But baby Chandler is wearing a little purple sweater with butterflies, and she looks more like her Aunt Phoebe at this point, I think.
She does, yeah.
Chandler then gets a whiff of baby dung and says,
Oh, God.
do you know what, Phoebes? When you're done over there, we have kind of a situation over here. But Phoebe objects. No, we are responsible for our own babies. But Chandler contends, see, that's where I think you're wrong. We've been playing these babies man to man. We should be really playing a zone defense. And Monica wants him to elaborate, so Chandler explains. I just think things would go a lot smoother if we each had our own zone. Phoebe could be in charge of wiping, and Monica could be in charge of diapering, and I can be in charge of looking how cute they look when they look what they And Phoebe declares, that sounds great, but maybe you should be in charge of wiping.
No.
And Chandler states defiantly, okay, I'm a rookie, I should not be in the end zone.
Is that a football thing?
I
mean, I know it's the butt thing. He didn't want to wipe the butts.
Right. Right.
Is a rookie in the end zone like a football thing?
I think zone defense is for anything, like football, basketball. I think most sports have a zone defense, but end zone, I think it's just football.
Yeah.
I'm not a sports person, so for people out there who are scratching their heads or yelling at this,
their speakers,
I'm sorry. I just don't care. So we have a little time jump as the three amigos have set a little assembly line for diaper changes. Phoebe wipes, Chandler adds the powder, and Monica puts the diapers on. Monica exclaims, "This is so great. This is exactly how we set the plates at the restaurant." And Phoebe questions, yeah, well, this is not what I ordered, which is funny because it's human feces.
Gross.
So Chandler nods while holding a triplet legs akimbo in the air. And that's the one where you can see.
This is the one where it's supposed to be baby girl Chandler, right? He lifts her up in the air. And I read in the trivia that it was actually a boy. And when I watched it the first time, I didn't notice it.
Yeah, because who cares?
Right. But then when I watched it this time, I was like, oh, yep, there it is.
Yeah, when you really look, you can...
You can see it's a little boy. So
Yeah.
baby Chandler is a little boy.
It could be a trans baby.
That's true.
Which I say only to anger people who would hate that.
I don't think they listen to our podcast.
Joey enters with Hayes for the adults before, hey, babies.
I do like that. That's so cute.
Joey brags, hey, I am having the best morning. That Porsche I have the keys to, it's still there. And Chandler says, shocking, since you still have the keys. Joey tells us how the status symbol is affecting his life. You should see the treatment I get when I'm with that car. People are friendly, they want to talk, and not just about the car. One guy gave me advice about my equity investments. Chandler parries, what equity investments? And Joey pickers, the one that got me the Porsche. Will you keep up? And Chandler then wipes at his brow with a baby wipe that may have been used on a baby tushy, and then he drops that wipe with disgust.
I would too.
Joey continues, but I figured if people keep seeing me standing there, they're going to start to think I don't own it. So I figure I'll wash it, right? Monica, you got a bucket and some soap I can borrow?
Yes.
And Monica's like, oh yeah, I got soap, sponges, rags, canoe wax, and polishing compound. She runs over and gets under the sink. Chandler jumps in with, you don't even have a car. And Monica justifies, I know, but one time there was a really dirty car in front of the building, so I washed it. And 6 others. There you are.
I do love that. It's my favorite. At the Porsche, Joey is finishing up washing the car and is talking to a guy about the car.
He rolled down the windows.
Yeah, I think that's funny. So Joey regales, yeah, she tops out at 130. The guy is like, wow.
Ooh.
Joey continues, and that's just in the city. I can get her up to 160 when I take her upstate. Guy goes, really? You got a place upstate? Joey thinks and then goes, sure.
You know what? Just did.
The guy takes his leave and Joey tells him to take it easy. The Porsche owner says to Joe, hey, that's my car. He's played by actor Kevin Ruff. He's in a few TV shows in the 90s and 2000s. Also a writer on the 2002 MTV Movie Awards.
Oh.
And then one episode of SNL. Huh. Was he snippy there too?
Oh.
Ooh, just kidding. So Joey panics. Really? Oh, just give me 5 more minutes with it. The Porsche owner asks, what are you doing? Joey tells, I found the keys and now I'm just polishing her up. The Porsche owner, confused, says, but it's my car. Dude, be grateful. Honest Joe found the keys or it would have been stripped for parts by now.
Right. I would have filled it with balloons at the very least.
But Joey agrees. Yeah, but it's my wax.
He doesn't even, like, he walks up, surprised that Joey's doing that, but he doesn't have his car keys with him.
Yeah.
What's he think he's going to do?
Right. The Porsche owner says, listen, I don't come to the city much, so I don't know if you're crazy or this is some kind of street theater, but can I have my keys?
I do like the street theater line.
We're putting on a play here, man. Back up. So Joey hands him his keys. Sure, here, and offers I'll save your parking spot. The Porsche owner snaps, I'm not coming back. Joey asks, why not? The Porsche owner tells Joey, I live upstate. Joey laments, yeah, so did I. As the Porsche owner gets in and drives off.
I say good riddance.
Yeah, he was kind of snippy.
Although if somebody was washing my car in the driveway, I don't know. I'd be a little weirded out.
But if I left it on a side street in New York City and he was gone for a couple days,
Yeah.
I probably would have been like, it's lucky it's still here.
If he would have had all the Porsche stuff on, I'd
Oh
be
my
like,
God.
don't talk to, we'll come back later.
Yeah.
So back to Monica and Rachel's. We see the triplets all snug in a playpen as Monica and Phoebe watch them. Phoebe goes, I don't know why I was so nervous about this, and I don't know why Frank and Alice are always complaining. This is so easy. And I like this one too, where Monica quips, yeah, 2 hours, a lifetime. That's the same.
I feel like saying that sometimes to people when they talk about the girl kid and they're like, oh, it must be so nice.
Right, like
yeah.
she'll spend the night over there. She was so well behaved. Yeah, one night, she can do one night.
Right. Try 30 years. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
Chandler enters with an excited, check it out, check it out. When the babies wake up, they can meet Krog. And he holds up to display this generic dollar store He-Man toy that has horns that look like when those people grow their fingernails out real long and they get all curly and nasty.
Yeah.
And Monica chides him, Chandler, what are you doing? That thing can put somebody's eye out. Chandler advertises, he can do more than that. He can destroy the universe. And Phoebe points out, no, Chandler, they can swallow one of those little parts. And also, like his smooth area, that's just going to mess him up. It's not a Ken doll. I suppose it's Ken enough, though.
And then we have a cut line where Monica says, it's just not appropriate toy for 1-year-olds or 30-year-olds. Oh.
But Chandler objects, having dug out his one toy. That's not on display in his bedroom. They're not going to swallow anything. You guys are being way too overprotective. When I was a kid, my mom used to just throw me in a pile of broken glass.
What?
Glass, sand, whatever. And he storms out.
I do love that line, too.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of need all three of them together for it to work.
Right.
But I do like the glass, sand, whatever. The ladies refocus back on the triple threat. And Phoebe goes, oh, look at little Leslie stretching in her sleep. And Monica goes, oh, it's so cute. I wonder what age it is when you stop being able to put both your legs over your head. Then Phoebe divulges, oh, I can still do that.
She's very bendy.
Yeah, I gathered. Monica asks, how are you still single? And she's like, yeah. So Chandler comes back in. All right, I thought about it, and maybe you're right. Maybe Krog is not a safe toy. And Monica's like, good. What made you change your mind? And Chandler tells, I swallowed the sonic blaster gun. And Phoebe asks, how did that happen? It's been like 15 seconds. Adam counted. And Chandler's like, well, I was trying to prove that I was right, and it turns out that I was wrong, and now it's lodged in my throat. And then he starts doing the cat hairball noise.
Yeah.
Like he's going to puke it out on the dining room table and just leave it there, like a cat. And Monica proclaims, damn it. This whole time we were concentrating on watching the babies and nobody was watching Chandler.
It's a lovely noise, especially in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What are you trying to say?
We're in the judge's chambers. Rachel and Ross are filing their annulment papers. The judge says, okay, you two are asking the court for an annulment. And the judge is played by the wonderful Conchita Ferrell.
Mm-hmm.
She's been in everything. She has a long-standing character on LA Law, ER. Mm-hmm. She's in a couple of your favorite movies, Krampus, True Romance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she even cast Dick Ritchie in a movie in True Romance.
Yeah.
Who was played by Michael Rappaport.
Yeah.
You know, the bird shooter Phoebe dated.
6 Degrees from Conchita Farrell. So Rachel looks very nice, at least in court, and says, yes, Your Honor, and here are the forms all filled out.
No.
And the judge asks, so based on your petition, you're seeking an annulment on the grounds that, as she flips through the papers, Mr. Geller is mentally unstable. Ross rolls his eyes and says, fine, I'm mentally unstable.
No arguments so far.
Nope. We all agree. Judge then reads, and based on the fact that Mr. Geller is an intravenous drug user. Ross asks, what? Rachel laments, yes, heroin and crack. Ross snap whispers, crack isn't even an intravenous drug. Rachel points out, well, you would know.
That's how I am with drugs in reality.
Yeah.
I still don't know what the hell fentanyl is. I even spelled it wrong for the notes.
The judge goes back to reading. Now, it also says here that you lied about your sexual preference before marriage.
Yes.
Ross protests, come on. Rachel pretend cries, Ross, please, I found the magazines. So judge reads the last bit. And finally, that you were unable to consummate the marriage. Well, that makes sense since you're gay and addicted to heroin. Ross starts to get agitated. Okay, I'm sorry. This is insane. I am not addicted to heroin. I'm not gay, and there's no problem with my ability to consummate anything. Look, I'll consummate this marriage right here, right now.
Oh, my goodness.
No.
The judge says, yeah, that won't be necessary. Ross still shouting, and when we were dating, we consummated like bunnies. Rachel's like, ugh, and hoping he doesn't tell the judge 298 times. You know what I just thought of? What if they did sleep together in Vegas?
Yeah, so?
So then that would be 299 and making Emma magic number 300 and not the night she's supposed to leave for Paris.
That was my argument before, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I thought, I forgot they slept together in Vegas.
Well, yeah, I mean...
But we have no proofs.
Right, but they were...
Naked in bed.
They were sleeping together, technically, if you want to get pedantic about it.
So the judge speculates, now if you two are involved in a serious relationship, that really creates a problem.
Oh.
Rachel snaps, Ross, Your Honor, rest assured, this relationship ended like 2 years ago. And then to the stenographer, and could you strike consummate like bunnies from the record? And the judge asks, is there anything in this record that is actually true?
No.
And Rachel realizes she messed up, is serious, and says, well, yes, we got married in Vegas, and the names, I think?
Oh,
I think?
That's so few things.
Yes.
So then we have some cut lines. The judge explains that's not the way the legal system works. This process is based on an objective review of the facts, not of the lies. And Rachel tries, objection! And the judge says, it doesn't work like that. And Rachel goes, overruled! And Ross tells Green, oh, stop it! like, why are you doing that?
It was a funny bit in the episode. So the judge states, well, based on what I've heard, you two certainly don't qualify for an annulment. If you don't want to be together, then you'll have to file for a divorce. So Ross stands up and shouts, that's great. Are you happy now? Look what you did with your funny forms. Rachel stands up as well. What? Me? What about you and your consummated like bunnies nonsense? Ross continues. And what? And he notices the stenographer. I have a trouble with the stenographer.
Stenographer.
If I say it by itself, it's fine. If I try to read it in the sentences, I'm like...
Right, stenographer. Try stenographer next time.
He notices the stenographer is still typing. What are you typing for? Did you hear what she said? We don't get the annulment. Don't type that. What? Stop typing. He goes over to where the stenographer is typing and in the process pushes Rachel out of the way. Hey, stop typing. He's still typing. Stop typing. Stop typing.
Bailiff. Ross is going to need some cotton candy soon, I think.
Rachel says to the judge, okay, do you see what you are keeping me married to? And the judge informs him, you need to get out of my chambers. Rachel puts on her indignant pants and says, all right, look, lady, here's the deal. I came here for an annulment, and I'm not leaving until I get one. And Ross silently agrees, yeah. The judge says, would you like to spend the night in jail? Rachel, with her tail between her legs, says, and thank you for your time. And they both beat a hasty retreat.
Yeah, the NYC holding cell is probably not any fun.
No.
And I love how she plays the judge.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like that,
Get
don't
out of
care.
yeah.
I'm getting this in and out as fast as possible. All right, back to Monica and Rachel's, the same babies and buddies. Chandler's at the table. He drinks some water. Joey enters wearing all the same clothes as the closest Porsche dealership had in stock, including a hat, jacket, t-shirt, pants, and fanny pack, saying, so the Porsche guy took his car back. And Chandler, confused, asks, but you found the keys to his clothes? And Joey explains, no, I love the way it feels when everybody thinks I own a Porsche. And Monica extrapolates, and people will think you own a Porsche because you're wearing the clothes.
No.
And the cutscene of him showing the Porsche underoos, I think, was a bit much.
That was your cutscene.
Joey attests, of course, only an idiot would wear this stuff if you didn't have the car, right? And then Chandler gives a very dry, that is true. And then Phoebe kind of picks up on what Chandler's doing, and she jumps in to help her Tribbiani friend, but only a genius would swallow a sonic blaster gun. And Joey nods, oh, I've been there. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go drive my Porsche. And he begins to leave, but Monica just checks in, makes sure he's not going all Ross on her. Joey, you know you don't actually have one. And then Joey bays, come on, what are you doing? I'm in character. And then he urges Chandler, would you talk to her? And he leaves.
Also, did he swallow the same sonic blaster gun?
Oh.
That Chandler swallowed?
Oh, they both swallowed the same, They both swallowed the same gun?
Did we move down south somehow?
It's the Tennessee. Pops out every now and then. I wasn't born in Tennessee.
No.
But my grandparents were.
Oh, okay. So somehow that
right.
accent came through.
Yeah, every now and then I say swallowed or Washington.
My dad says wash. We'll wash your clothes. Okay, enough make fun of the elderly.
Yeah. Chandler whines, I think it just moved. It's really poking me. But he says it without any affect, really.
Yeah.
He's just like, it's really poking me. And Monica takes charge. All right, that's it. We're going to the emergency room. And Phoebe is shocked. What? You can't leave. You can't leave me here with them. We're all babysitting. And Monica tells her, the babies are asleep. I'm sure you'll be okay on your own for a while.
No.
First, the zip down to the emergency room.
Yeah, in New York City.
That's not going to take all day.
Surprised they came back before it was dark.
Phoebe moans, you can't leave me here with them. We're a team. We're playing a zone. They're going to triple team me. Monica lays it out. He's got something plastic lodged in his throat. We've got to go to the hospital. But Phoebe continues her belly aching. But no, because the doctor won't be able to help him. And, it's going to naturally pass through his system in like 7 years. But C and M are already getting ready to leave. And they're starting to head out. And Chandler's like, I think that's gum. But Phoebe states plainly, I'm pretty sure it's gun. Chandler now whines. Lots of whining in this scene.
Yeah, he does a lot of whining.
Okay, listen, this really hurts. Let's go. And Phoebe pleads as they head down the stairs. A real man wouldn't just run to the hospital. What would Krog do? Then they leave Phoebe alone with the triplets of Belleville. Oh, I haven't watched that in a while.
Aww.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I do. It was good. Now we're on the street. Joey is hanging out wearing his Porsche garb. You see Joey twirling the keys and says, why isn't that valet back with my Porsche? Passerby snarks, maybe because you've got the keys? Joey whispers, I didn't notice this before.
Right.
But Joey whispers to a woman passing by, Porsche.
Porsche.
Which I never noticed, and
Yeah.
I think it's really funny.
It is funny. I didn't notice it until you pointed it out. That's the only reason I saw it.
Ross and Rachel approach. They're still yelling at each other. Rachel shouts, this is totally your fault. And Ross defends, my fault? You threatened the judge. Rachel says, you ripped the paper out of the court reporter's machine.
Oh.
Ross shouts, that was the only way I could get him to stop typing. Joey smiles and asks.
Hi, how are the Gellers?
And Rachel snaps, "Don't call us that," and storms away. Ross tells Joey the judge wouldn't let them get an annulment, and now they gotta get a divorce. And then Ross asks, "Did a Porsche throw up on you?" And walks on. Joey shouts after him, "Hey, it's Porsche!" He's right, we learned that in the trivia.
But it'll always be Porsche in my heart. Back to Monica and Rachel's. Just Phoebe with all the babies lined up on that blanket again. How many babies do you think they had backstage? 3?
I'm thinking
6?
probably 9.
Like
Because
9?
babies can only work for like 2 to 3 minutes at a time.
Right.
I heard that on another podcast that they'd have like...
There was probably so many babies there.
Backstage waiting to go on. Because then if one baby's crying, they could run another baby out. They were all dressed alike too. That would be fun.
So Phoebe is talking her way through this out loud like John McClane. Me taking care of you is no problem, huh? You guys feel safe, right? Okay. I'm going to take that spit bubbles. Yeah, I do. Okay. After I get rid of this dirty diaper, Leslie, I'll set you up with a clean one. Then she tosses that fecal bomb without looking and knocks over a vase with flowers in it, which falls and gets broken. I don't know how a plastic vase broke, falling 10 inches to a carpeted rug. A carpeted rug. Fancy people have the carpeted rugs.
Why don't we have a carpeted rug?
Phoebe continues, okay, sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Just have to clean that up, okay? Because let's face it, we're at Monica's. And she crawls over, disposes of the diaper. Oh, I broke it. All right, well, that's just the way it goes. She tosses both the flowers and the vase.
It's vase.
Ooh. A lot of that going on. Finished, she announces, okay, good. And then she turns to find only 2 babies. Why are there only 2 of you? Where's Leslie? Well, you can't answer. And Phoebe calls out, Leslie, where are you, Leslie? Leslie, now would be a good time for your first words.
No.
And while searching, she finds Leslie has managed to crawl into the bottom drawer of that dresser they keep their TV on. Mm-hmm. Well, hey, look at you. You are a little bit mischievous. My gosh. And as Phoebe pulls the baby from the drawer, she goes, oh, you're a lot mischievous. Well, it'll dry. She closes the soiled drawer with her foot. Mischief managed. Okay, now sit with your brother and sister now, who aren't there. That's right, these 3 babies have gone full Raising Arizona, in which Nick Cage has to wrangle 5 babies, the Arizona Quints, which belong to Nathan, Arizona, and hell, you know who he is.
I do like that part, and it is a little bit like this.
Then we cut to later as Chandler enters with a hey. Phoebe is on the couch, exhausted, asking, how do you feel? And Chandler sums up his emergency room visit with, well, let's just say that Krog will be fully equipped to destroy the universe again in 12 to 14 hours. Lots of poopy talk in this episode, too.
Yeah.
This is the point when Chandler pretends to finally just notice the state of the apartment. Toys everywhere. There's a chair on the kitchen table. Towels and wipes are covering every surface. The damn drapes are even askew for some reason. And again, I ask, how did Phoebe get all this stuff here?
Shh.
Babies, toys, playpen, 3 whippersnappers. She would have to have one of those small U-Hauls.
Shh. Just do the episode.
Fine. Phoebe reveals, okay, so I totally took care of the babies all by myself. I fed them, bathed them, and put them to bed. And Chandler asks, and protected them from a tornado? And Monica enters with a, oh my Cthulhu Dark Lord of the Deep. And Phoebe smiles, I know, the babies are asleep. And Monica asks, Phoebe, what the fuck happened here?
She wants to say that. It's on her face.
Phoebe, still impressed with herself, goes, I did it. I took care of the babies all by myself. But Mon questions, but my apartment. And Chandler jumps in with a nice, was the setting of Phoebe's triumph. And Monica has flabber that got gasted. But the mess! And Chandler reasons it's not as important as the fact that Phoebe took care of the babies all by herself. Monica pivots. You're right. I shouldn't freak out because this is what will happen when you and I have babies. When will that be? And Chandler takes a beat and then he turns on Phoebe and goes, Phoebe, would you take a look at this mess? And we cut away before the babies start crying after Chandler just woke them up.
They all talk very loud when the babies are sleeping. All right, we're at Ross's apartment and Rachel's packing what she still has over there as Ross enters. Rachel again deadpan. Oh, honey, thank God you're home. I was getting worried.
Oh.
Ross says he picked up the divorce papers. I've already signed everything and I put little X's where you need to sign. And Rachel snaps, oh, little X's, great. That makes up for everything.
You don't have to do it to everything.
I know, right? Ross says, you've done a lot of stupid stuff too, okay? And Rachel pshaws, oh, name one stupid thing that is stupid as this one. Ross goes to point out, okay, how about you flew to London to stop my wedding? And how about you told me you loved me after I was already married? So Rachel shouts, hey, wait a minute. That was different. I did those things because I was in love with you. Ross shouts, yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
A long pause. Ross says, you're right. That's very different. So let's just sign the papers, all right? He sits down and Rachel keeps standing there. What? She goes, nothing, and sits down.
Well, let's not talk about it.
Right, I can't say. Ross says, okay, can we just sign, please? Just as Rachel finishes signing her name, Ross yanks each page out of the way, which is very funny.
Yeah.
Ross sarcastically says, congratulations, and gets up to leave. And Rachel says, okay, Ross, wait a minute. I kind of have a little confession. Ross says, what? She tells him, well, this whole marriage thing was kind of my idea.
What?
Ross says, excuse me? Rachel goes on to say, well, remember how we were too drunk to remember anything the night we were married? He goes, yeah. And I didn't want to say anything, but it just kind of kept coming back to me. And remember we were in the casino and for some reason you thought it would be funny to eat a lot of grapes. And I thought it would be funnier if we got married. Mm-hmm. So as a compromise, her first married compromise, we decided first to go get married, and then Ross joins in to eat a lot of grapes.
Right.
So I'm sorry I got us into this mess. So Ross goes on. So then if you think about it, this is all your fault.
No.
Rachel tells me, yeah, don't push it. Ross gets serious. I gotta say, I know I divorce a lot of women. Never thought I would be divorcing you. Oh. Rachel agrees. I know. I always thought that if you and I got married, it would be the one that stuck. Really? Because your dating relationship speaks otherwise.
Right. And you're not even trying to think about, should we try dating a little bit before we file the papers?
And it wouldn't be a secret, and we wouldn't have our wedding dinner at Pizza Hut. They both laugh. Somebody somewhere in this writer's duo or directors or producers got married and had their thing at Pizza Hut, apparently. Because they mentioned it twice.
Yeah, it's one of those reoccurring things. Yeah, one bachelor party, one newlywed special at Pizza Hut.
So Ross asks, did I even treat? And Rachel says, no, it was on the house. It was like a newlywed special. Ross laments, that may be the most depressing thing I've heard in my life. I should probably get these to my lawyer's office. Rachel says, hey, thanks, Ross, for taking care of all this. He goes, no problem. And they hug, and he smells her coconutty hair.
Yeah, he does.
And Rachel tells him, I'm going to need a copy of those. And Ross goes, totally.
I'm going to need those. Finally, we're at the tag, and I don't have to discuss babies anymore. We are in the fake street, and Joey's still decked out in his Porsche attire as he affixes a car cover to where the Porsche sat. Spoiler alert, he really made a bunch of boxes to form the shape of the Porsche.
Which is pretty ingenious, I mean. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess if you got nothing else to do.
Yeah, that's right. No job.
Some guy playing catch football in the street catches a pass next to the car cover, and Joey yells, hey, careful around my Porsche. And the pretty woman from earlier comes over with a, hey, Joey. And Joey gives her and her friend a, "Hey, how you doing?" And the chick tells her friend he has the most amazing Porsche under there. And Joey beams, "I'd love to show you, but I just tucked her in. She's sleeping." The women both giggle. "Hey, would you two girls like to go for a drink?" And at that point, the football guy, who probably saw Joey setting up the boxes and went over to his friend and was like, "Throw it further so I could land right on top of them." At that point, the football guy falls on the boxes. And he lands on the pseudo Porsche. And the ladies are all indignant, having fallen for Joey's ruse. And that's the end of the episode. Cut and print.
All right, we're going to take another short break. We'll be right back. Okay, Leslie, you're all cleaned up. Let's get you in the playpen with Frank. Frank Jr., you're still in place? That's perfect. Oh, all done with your bottle? Oh, I love you too. Okay, where's Chandler? There you are. Who's a pretty little Chandler? Are you ready to lay down with your brother and sister? Oh, there you go. You are all very well behaved. I did it. You're a handful, but I got through it all by myself. Although I'm still peeved that Monica and grown man Chandler left us alone.
Oh, yeah.
You too? Oh, I don't think we should trash the place. Well, a good point. See if they leave us alone in their apartment again. No, I can't put your diapers in their bed, but I can mess up the drapes. Whew, that took more out of me than watching you guys. Don't worry, I'll blame you babies. Let's see Monica get mad at babies. It'll never happen.
Yeah.
We got the rest of the thing.
We still got more to do. I'll get back over here. Hello.
All right, we're back.
We are back.
What did we learn from this episode?
Joe, what did you learn?
Rachel might have falsified a few forms in her lifetime.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're okay with falsifying court documents, you're pretty much open to doing anything.
Like hospital insurance forms
That's
say?
true. Forgot about that. What did you learn?
I learned that I don't have that car thing that most guys have.
Yeah.
Except for the Batmobile. And Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters. Oh, and I learned that Ross likes grapes.
Yeah.
That's where we learned
A
that.
lot of grapes.
Yeah.
What are your final thoughts?
I really do think Phoebe just trashed the place out of spite. She seems spiteful sometimes.
Yeah. She could do, yeah. So, Matt LeBlanc finally got his Porsche.
What?
He owns 2 to 3 different ones, so
Oh my goodness.
good for him.
Yeah, I guess, sure. This episode is brought to you by Porsche, as opposed to the Pottery Barn one that's coming up soon.
Right. What's our feather vest tracker? Our sweater vest tracker.
Oh, well, the prior count was 1, and we only had 0, so...
Yeah, still at 1.
Yeah.
And we didn't go over to the guy's apartment this week, so no Magna Doodle.
Nope.
So, what is our IMDb rating for this episode?
This is rated 8 out of 10 stars with 5,200 ratings.
Guess what?
What?
We had a new Misfit write in.
Oh my God!
I know.
Yay!
I'm so excited. This is from Kathy P.
Okay.
From New Jersey.
Nice.
So, Kathy P says, "Hi, Joe and Adam. I've been a huge Friends fan since 1994 and watched every episode through the finale. Then being stuck in the house when COVID started,
Yeah.
watching a Friends marathon really lifted my spirits.
Every day.
Yeah. For 2 years. But now that all 10 seasons are available on streaming platforms, it's great to enjoy any episode I want anytime.
Yes.
So I stumbled across your podcast in May of 2025.
Okay.
And I have been a loyal fan ever since. First, I listened to your podcast almost every day.
No.
But now that I'm caught up and listening to your current season 6 episodes, I'm an avid weekly listener in the car. It makes my commute to and from work more bearable.
Aw,
That's so sweet.
You know, we're glad to help.
And we're so glad you stumbled across us.
Yeah.
I'm writing to share my thoughts about Joey and the Porsche. I'm sorry, she said Porsche, or is it Porsche?
Porsche.
LOL. First, I'll start with my favorite lines. She likes Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
Ross, just for my own peace of mind, you're not married to any more of us, are you? She also is like Joe. She picked 2 favorite lines.
Oh, okay.
Gunther, yeah, that's what I drive. I make $4 an hour. I saved up for 350 years.
Right.
It's an amazing line.
Yeah. Well, we often talked, as we started the podcast to go through it, we talked about maybe doing more lines.
Yeah.
But then I thought, well, we'd just be going through the whole episode again
Exactly.
sometimes. So.
Because the lines are so funny. Yeah. Next, her favorite outfit. She also picked 2.
Oh, okay.
Phoebe's turquoise cardigan with matching necklace. I think that was yours.
No, I chose Joey.
Oh, that's right. As ironic. That's right. And she also likes Rachel's black dress.
Yeah.
With leather coat and black boots when she was in the court.
Yeah.
Yeah, very stylish.
Yeah,
Very
I wrote that in first, and then I took it out when I saw Joey.
Whenever there's an ironic outfit, you have to give it to the other.
Yeah, I mean, plus the Porsche outfit is...
It's ridiculous.
He does look insane. But, like, I almost picked that court outfit. Yeah. It would have been hard to annul her looking like that.
All right, now back to your favorite moment.
Yeah, now back to the regular review.
When baby Chandler is sitting on Chandler's lap, Chandler is holding the bottle out of reach. Baby Chandler looks up at Chandler as if to say, hello, can I please have my bottle? And the look of frustration on the baby's face is priceless. She's thinking, oh, forget it. He's never going to feed me.
I almost mentioned that.
Yeah.
I forgot to write it down.
She's looking at him like, hello.
Yeah, she's like, dude.
So thank you, Joe and Adam, for the great podcast. I now look forward to Fridays, not only because it's the end of the work week, but because I can look forward to listening to a new episode. I really enjoy hearing you share your thoughts, especially the trivia about the main characters, other actors who appeared on the show, and the behind-the-scene tidbits. Keep up the good work. Sincerely, Kathy P. from New Jersey.
Thank you, Kathy P.
Oh, thank you. All right, what is next week's episode?
Next week is the one on the last night.
Oh, the last night.
Yes.
Tell us what your synopsis is.
Well, on the last night before the apartment switch, Chandler loses at cups. Rachel unpacks to bestow Monica with the gift of packing. Then they fight. And then Ross and Phoebe are there too doing stuff.
I forgot the game of cups. I was like, the tag. I'm very good at cups. I was like, it's a made-up game. All right. Are you ready for some maladjusted content?
I am ready.
All right. Are you ready for our questions this week from our listeners?
I am, sure.
All right. So, Sarah H. sent in a question that says, what is your dream job?
My dream job.
Yeah, so.
Do you want to go first?
Sure, I can go first. Okay, so if time,
you need
money...
to start telling me the questions ahead of time so I have a chance to think
So I'll talk and then you can think
right.
about it. If time, money, and my age didn't have anything to do with it, I would love to open like a bakery / coffee shop. I think it would be cool. It would be laid back. I just remember going to one in college, not the one that the lady served you while she was breastfeeding.
Right, right.
But I remember going to one in college and they were like soups and sandwiches and coffee and I'd sit there and read and it was just really comfy and cozy and I love to bake.
Yeah.
And I just think it would be fun. So, but I don't think we could live off of that. I'm 53 and I don't want to be on my feet all day. So.
I want to own it, but
yeah, I don't want to have to stand behind the
pop in
counter.
when I feel like it.
Right. Then I want to do the baking. So.
Right.
All right. What about you?
So probably writing something.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to start a small movie production company to make weird little movies.
Yeah.
And find other people to make their movie and stuff like that. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah. And we've talked about doing a documentary too. Like, I would love to do a documentary. I just think it would be, I love watching documentaries.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for the question.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
All right. So, this week we watched a trifecta of World War II movies.
Yeah.
You were in this World War II kick. We started with The Darkest Hour, which is the Winston Churchill, where Gary Oldman plays Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was really good. He was a great Winston Churchill.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think I've ever seen Winston Churchill talk. I've listened to him.
Sure.
I don't think I've ever seen any footage of him.
True. But I thought the movie was really good.
movie was really good.
Yeah. It had good twists and turns in it. And then we watched Operation Mincemeat.
Yes.
Which was really good. And that had Colin Firth in it.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the other guy's name. And Daisy Ridley, right?
No, it was, what's her name from Merida? Yeah.
Matthew McFadden.
Matthew McFadden.
I really like him.
Yeah, he was good in Death at a Funeral.
Yes. Death at a Funeral. And Kelly MacDonald.
Kelly MacDonald, yes.
Daisy Ridley was in The Finest Hour. She was his assistant, remember? She was his typist.
That wasn't Daisy Ridley either.
It wasn't?
That was the girl from Baby Driver.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah. Daisy Ridley was in none of these movies.
Oh my God. But Operation Mincemeat was really good because it was like they were trying to do an operation to throw the German army off their scent. And so they had to create something that was really gross and creepy.
Right.
But they had to do all these things.
Well, they used a dead body to deliver the message, to the false information, the misinformation.
And but they had to get all these other countries to agree, and it was really good. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's funny because there was a Churchill in each one.
Yeah, and this Churchill, not so good. No, that was the
Yeah, you didn't like the Churchill in the last one.
All right, so then all of them had Winston Churchill, which was weird. The last one we watched was The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Ungentlemanly Warfare, yes.
And that was directed by Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
And that had Henry Cavill in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was a really bad Winston Churchill.
Yeah, you didn't like that it was played by... It was that guy from...
Rory Kinnear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him as an actor. He just wasn't very good.
Yeah, I didn't hate him as much as you did, but I like Rory Kinnear a lot.
I do too.
I don't think it was...
I
think it didn't help.
That we had just saw Gary Oldman play a really good Churchill.
Right.
I mean, Gary...
it was the third Churchill. It was probably going to look bad no matter what.
Right. It was like progressively got worse. And Gary Oldman could play, a tin can and still do really, really good. So
it's not White Boy Day.
But yeah, so I don't know why we were on that kick, but we were on that kick. So
yeah.
So, all right. Anything else you want to add?
I don't think so.
Awesome. All right. Let's wrap this up and let these people go.
All right. We're so glad you stumbled across our podcast. If you are enjoying it, please share it with other friends, fans.
And maybe rate it and or leave a review.
If you want to contribute your thoughts or reactions to the podcast, send us your musings and we may share them on that episode. You can also write just to say hey.
Yeah, come on. We want to hear from more of you misfits out there.
Check the show notes for details. You know how to get a hold of us.
Thank you to Sarah H. for our question and Kathy P. for writing in.
Yeah, thank you.
It was so nice to hear from new misfits.
Yeah, that was fun. All right, Joe, are you ready for a cup of coffee?
Always. That was the only way I could get him to stop typing.